So it's been a main topic in a number of videos already here, how one of the newest Detroit Red Wings goaltending signings in Michal Postava out of the Czech Republic, who recently had himself a stellar season with Kometa Brno. We had spoken about how this dude chose Detroit over the Edmonton Oilers, how he had offers from both of these teams. It was reported by other sources that maybe the Utah Mammoth were also involved in trying to get this guy too. But ultimately, Postava turned to Anaheim Ducks goaltender Lukas Dostal, who gave him advice and said, hey, just go sign with Detroit, don't sign with Edmonton. Which is why now he is listed as a Grand Rapids Griffin. At this moment in time, we don't really know where it is Postava is going to play in the upcoming campaign. We don't know if he's good enough to dethrone Cam Talbot or a John Gibson, but he's going to be in the mix there, and at 23 years old, there's certainly a lot of opportunity for this guy heading into the next few years. As we had said, his Kometa Brno season was awesome. .921 save percentage in 42 games and a .940 in 17 games in the playoffs, as he ended up winning the championship for the Czech Extraliga. This guy was a monster, all at the ripe old age of 22 turning 23. But now, we're getting into an interview, an article that dives into Postava and his goals for the Detroit Red Wings. And this is looking pretty similar to another Czech Red Wings goaltender legend. Let's head over onto this article published by Bob Duff yesterday on the 5th that talks about how this Red Wings goalie prospect is hoping to emulate Dominik Hasek. Now, I gotta say this at the very beginning of the video, but Hasek, yeah, okay, he's also a Czech dude. This guy's literally like one of the best goalies of all time, if not the absolute best. You talk about players that can just stop pucks no matter the circumstance, no matter what he's doing with his body, no matter how he's twisted, how he's contorted, how he's laying out there on the ice. This guy posted up so many Vezina-caliber seasons. He won 6 Vezinas himself. I mean, just look at the numbers for the Buffalo Sabres. .930 in 67 games, .937 in 64 games, .921 in 67 games. And then he played for the Detroit Red Wings, posting up a .920 in 23 games played in 01-02. Lots to like out of Dominik Hasek, the Dominator, also a 2-time Stanley Cup champion. I'm not going to go out there and say that Postava is going to do all of that. If Postava wins 1 Vezina, I think we're going to be happy, let alone 6. If he wins 1 Stanley Cup, I think we're going to be happy, let alone 2. If he even is in contention for the Hart, we're going to be happy, let alone winning 2. But let's dive into this article published by Duff that talks about Postava's, what's the right word here, admiration of Dominik Hasek? His desired emulation of Dominik Hasek? Let's go out there and read here. One of the reasons why Postava chose to sign with the Red Wings was his desire to emulate the Dominator. I'm a big fan of all the Czech goalies who played in the NHL, Postava said. Hasek was among the first ones I watched. Peter Mrazek is one of them as well, as a lot of other guys. Huh. Okay, that is certainly a drop in potential there from, yeah, I like Dominik Hasek. I also like Peter Mrazek. That's nice. Of course, this article says here that Postava got to meet Mrazek briefly in Detroit while attending the club's development camp last month. Postava signed with the Red Wings on June 10th, 2025. Yeah, we were talking maybe 3 days before Mrazek got traded to Anaheim, Postava said, so he was welcoming me and telling me to be proud and try hard every day. This article then goes out there and talks about the Postava performance with Kometa Brno in the Czech Extraliga. NHL offers were dangled in front of the guy. He makes it clear why the Red Wings were his ultimate choice. I didn't expect it at all. It was too good, Postava said, 23 years old, but I'm enjoying every moment, and I'm proud to be a part of this organization. There has always been a lot of Czechs here, and they're still active in the organization. Plus, it's an Original Six club, a huge opportunity for me. Now, The article goes into some of the other names that the Red Wings have that happen to be Czech as well. One of those well-known Czechs with the Red Wings is Jiri Fischer. Once a Stanley Cup winning defenseman with the team, Fischer today works in player development for the club. I talked to Jiri Fischer, and he was telling me, everywhere what happens and everything that was done here, Postava said. He helped me a lot to get here. The 24-25 season was Postava's first in the top league in his homeland. Hockey people found it impressive how poised he was, especially during the playoff run. He would post a shutout in Game 7 of the final series. It gave me a lot of opportunities and taught me to be calm, Postava said. I've improved a lot. This season, the main thing for me was to stay focused throughout the game and try to win every game. I think confidence was number one. And confidence indeed for a goaltender who is still young and who is still hoping to do more with his hockey playing career. If you head over to Postava, you will see that he posted up a 21-save shutout against Dynamo Pardubice. Oh man, Pardubice, man. If anybody remembers, literally over a decade ago, we did make videos on this YouTube channel in NHL 11 where my San Antonio Renegades would go out there and fight off against European teams like Pardubice. Big throwback memories to my old house and my old life. But Postava did post up a shutout in that final game. Game number 7, it looked like. Yeah, there you go. Look at that, eh? They came back from being down 2-1 to winning 2 straight, losing game number 6, and then winning game 7 in a shutout. Postava put up some really good numbers and had a very good resume. It's no wonder why folks were going out there and calling this guy and putting in their interest on the now Red Wings goaltender prospect. But I do kind of wonder as well, he's going to be in Grand Rapids, assuming Gibson and Talbot have the main net, right? So if it's going to be Grand Rapids, I wonder, what does the team look like with Postava in the mix? You, of course, also are going to have Sebastian Cossa fighting for whatever spots and opportunities are there. Jack Campbell, is he a Grand Rapids Griffin? Nah, he's a free agent right now. Okay, yeah, he's gone. Sorry, Jack Campbell. But you're inevitably going to have Trey Augustine putting himself in the mix as well. There are going to be a number of names fighting it out for the Detroit Red Wings and their goaltending depth. So I just kind of wonder where everything is going to go heading into 2026 and beyond. But ultimately, I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about Michal Postava and the way he has progressed from Europe over to the National Hockey League? What are your thoughts on his desire to emulate Dominik Hasek? And do you think that's really possible? Hasek had all of these awards. I don't think that Postava is going to get even a fraction of these, but if he gets a little bit, that'd be cool, right? Get some individual hardware on a free agent's name who's 23 and who's got a lot to prove. But thoughts in the comment section below about Michal Postava. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sign on. And bye.